Welcome back to the channel, Crypto Tro. I am Crypto Tro, bringing you the latest and the greatest in cryptocurrencies. And today, we're going to talk about how much jewel you need in DeFi kingdoms to become a millionaire. A lot of people been asking me, like, how much jewel do I need? And me personally, these numbers are what I'm aiming for to build my jewel bag and stack it up because these are some predictions that I believe Jewel could possibly hit in the future. Now, I gotta say, this is just predictions, and I'm just really having fun with it. And I'm gonna give you a little stats that kind of help me come up with this opinion. But at the end of the day, this is all fun and not financial advice. So I always consult with the financial advisor before going too deep into the crypto space because we know crypto is a new asset class and you got to invest smart because we truly don't know where it's going to take us. We only can speculate. Like nobody truly knows where crypto is going to go in the future. So if they say they do, they are just speculating, and it's always fun to to have a little speculation. But at the end of the day, we are not financial advisors. So had to give you that little spiel. But like I said, today I'm gonna show you why I believe Jewel could make you a millionaire in the future if you hold these amounts. So let's get straight into it. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and also turn on the notifications so you can get the videos as soon as I drop them, man. I'm talking about as soon as I drop them, the notification comes to your phone and you can tune in ASAP so you won't miss this valuable information. So enough of that. Let's go. Let's talk about it. So y'all, if you know me, you know how my videos go. You know I love to start off with the price of jewel, and right now we are at 19 cents for one jewel. And I'm not gonna lie, we might see further downside just because of the macro environment. A lot of stuff going on right now, and we just brought in a new year, but we truly don't know how the macros will do. And we know when the stock market takes a big hit, crypto is going to take an even bigger hit. So me personally, I'm really saving my fiat capital and just seeing a good entry point. Like right now, I think my average is around 18 19 cents, I believe, as far as how many jewel, because I bought a lot of jewel in the beginning when a project first happened, and I really just been kind of dollar cost averaging here and there. But we know what's going on in their environment, and we know you really can't control the outside forces. Now the project is continue to build, the developers continue to develop new things, and we always seeing new things in DeFi Kingdom. So I believe the project is still going to do good, but in a short term we don't know what's going to happen because it's too many outside forces to even really put it together. We don't really know what the government's going to do. We don't know if we're going to see future layoffs in these tech companies. We truly don't know. So I always say hold a bag, just protect your capital right now, and then find a good entry point. But it's still early. So if you want a dollar cost average right here at that 19 cents, that's what I personally did. You can get in, start dollar cost averaging, but at the same time, I would say expect a little bit further downside. And we tend to like look at everything so short term, but I want to just shift the focus to the long term and what I believe Jewel can do, 1 to 2 years from now. And probably not even then, maybe 3 years. But I do believe if the team continues to build and put out this new information every week, and also we know Jewel's deflationary, I believe it's gonna do good. And when I go to Coin Market Cap, we can see the previous highs of Jewel is around $21, and that was really pretty much a year ago today, around that $21 mark. And I know it was everybody was going crazy. We saw those all-time highs, and we thought it was gonna go up to 100, but little did we know the stuff was about to hit the fan. Everything tanked in the crypto space, and we just saw downside. We see, a couple of little waves in the market, but after pretty much April, everything just kind of went all the way down, man. Right now, we're currently at 19 cents. But some positives are, like I said, the team continues to build even throughout this bear market. And that's what project you want to look for projects like that. So I know you're like, Tro, what's the number? What I gotta do to become a millionaire by holding Jewel? And me personally, if we just base it off of all-time highs, let's just put it in the calculations. So I'm gonna say 1 million divided by 2142. So if you or if we were using based on the previous highs, you would have to own 46,000 jewel tokens in order to become a millionaire. And that's why I said, like, we just basing it on our previous all-time highs because we truly don't know what's going to happen. I do believe in the bull market is pretty much guaranteed. I won't say guaranteed, but I do believe it's gonna go back up to the all-time highs just because back then we didn't have a lot of things that we do now, and there's a lot of more things on the game that has been added during the bear market. And I believe in a bull market, when more people come back into the ecosystem, we're gonna see those transactions continue to go up, and we're gonna see more and more people come in and buy Jewel just for the simple fact that we know GameFi is popular, and also people want to just speculate in the crypto space. They don't even have to be true investors. They don't even have to know about the actual project. They just know they heard Jewel, they heard about DeFi Kingdoms, and I need to buy it. So I believe in the bull market, it can, of course, can go back up to that $21 mark. And if you want to become a millionaire at that $21 mark, you would need 46,685 Jewel, liquid Jewel, where you can just pretty much cash that out and become a millionaire. But this is my big speculation right here. Now, like I said, this is not financial advice, but this is my speculation. Me personally, I believe Jewel can get to $100. And I know people like, Tro, you crazy. Right now we at 19 cents. What are you talking about, man? So let me explain why I believe it can get to $100. So right now we're looking at the Axie Infinity chart. And I know a lot of people like to compare, Jewel or DeFi Kingdoms to Axie Infinity. And we can see Axie Infinity price at all-time highs was $157, and that was in November of 2021. So prices for these GameFi projects do explode in bull markets. And me personally, why I say it can be similar to Axie Infinity and hit that $100 mark, just because they are super close in comparison. But one thing I believe DeFi Kingdom stands out is that DeFi Kingdoms is an actual economy. Now we know Axie Infinity was pretty much play to earn, and you sold off your tokens, and it wasn't a truly incentive to hold the tokens you won when you played these PvP games. But I want to bring you to this thread that Slow Mad did. He was one of the people who invested in DeFi Kingdoms early. He is not a DeFi Kingdom maxi. So I'm just going to read this thread and we're going to go from there. So we can say, disclaimer, I'm not a DFK maxi. I left the DFK ecosystem in early 2022 and got a lot of shit for it. But we go down, we see, now here's the performance of DFK tokens since their all-time highs. Jewel is down 99%, Crystal is down 99%, and Jade is down 68%. And I ain't gonna lie, I think Jade could go down to that 99% as well. So May the Blind, Maxis, and Hodlers RIP. I tried to warn them, but they spat in my face. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not necessarily a Maxi, but I did hold my DFK Jewel because that was really my first time seeing, prices explode like this. So I held and watch it go all the way down. So if you did the same thing, you are not alone in this game. I took a little partial profits, but I didn't take enough off the table in my personal opinion. But you live and learn. So we see, I want DFK to do well, but I'm not a maxi. I look at the facts and try to be objective as I can about the most likely outcome. And now in 2023, while the crypto community thinks DFK is dead, I think it's poised to make a big comeback. And here's why. So in the depths of this crypto bear market, something very interesting happened in the DFK ecosystem or economy. The Gaia's tiers and in-game asset went up 680% the last 3 weeks. This is highly unusual and I believe a sign of things to come. So if you watch my previous videos, I told you about tiers. I sold some of my tiers and converted them into Jewel because I had too much tiers. And I really haven't been doing any summoning, so I was just holding that bag. And why not convert the bag into my long-term holdings for Jewel? So went up 680% in the last 3 weeks. And if you had it, if you sold it off, you made some money, and if you held it, you made some money or not necessarily made some money, but you could have made some money by selling it off, converted it to fiat, or by converting it to another crypto that you believe in long term. So we scroll down, we say, to understand this point, we need to take a step back and look at the big picture. What first inspired Vitalik to build the ETH network, and what makes GameFi different from traditional games? Answer: to have game players own their in-game assets and be able to trade them for cash. So, like I said, we compare Axie, or we compare DeFi Kingdoms to Axie Infinity a lot. A lot of people compare it. So we saw a glimpse of this in 2021 with Axie Infinity leading the space with Axie NFTs. Here, the relationship between the asset and value is simple. You buy Axies and you use them to gameplay to or them in gameplay to earn assets that can be traded for cash. So this was the first iteration of GameFi and a major accomplishment. The innovation was reflected in the Axie price, and we know, like I showed you the chart before, it went up to that $153 mark, so all-time highs for Axie. But there was a problem. The Axie economy was too simplistic. Everyone was chasing the same few incentives, and there were only 3 plays to be made in the game. You buy and hold Axie, or you buy Axies and breed them / play to earn Sleepy Love Potion, and then people usually sell off their Sleepy Love Potion. Everyone in the Axie economy was positioned in the same direction on the same assets. This resulted in a Ponzi-like dynamic where increasing prices attracted more buying and falling prices attracted more selling, which led to volatile prices that discouraged real growth. So like I said, you only can do so many things in the Axie Infinity economy, and that's why I was telling people, like, DeFi Kingdoms is an entire economy with these items that you win. I'm gonna continue to read it, but with DeFi Kingdoms, it's an entire economy, and it's so many things you can, and ways you can make profit in this game, not just 3 simple things. So you see, for an economy to be healthy, it needs to be complex enough for participants to have a different and opposing incentive. So when the price of an asset falls, there are enough people with different incentives to step in and buy, resulting in more stable prices. In turn, stable prices support the development of more advanced economic activities that further diversify incentives and reduce price volatility. So, like I said, it's so many items in the DFK economy, not just the incentive to, win Sleepy Love, or not Sleepy Love Potion, but any crypto, not just the incentive to win their crypto, but with these items, you can craft potions, you can hold the items and wait till they go up in price. And it's so many ways you can use these items to make money. So in simple terms, it's how we speculate, boom, bust type economy can transfer into a stable value economy, introduce more complex connections between assets and incentives. So unstable economy, few incentives, simple incentives, people incentivized to do the same thing. So going to a stable economy is many different incentives, deep complex connections between activities. People can have opposing incentives and win. So this leads to stable price or stable asset prices and development of more advanced economic activities. So this is where DFK devs have beaten them to the punch, or have beaten Axie Infinity to the punch. There already is a diverse resource-based economy in DeFi Kingdoms. So for the first time, DFK is leading Axie Infinity in a core feature, and here's a partial list of tradable DFK items. So we can see right now, these are all the items, or not all of them, but partials that you can pretty much use for different ways. It, like, say for instance, some people might sell their eggs, some people might hold their eggs. It's different incentives for different people, and people have different strategies for the game. It's not everybody has the same strategy. Buy this, win the PvP of this, and then sell off the token that you gain from winning. It's ways you can play the game. Like, I know people who just simply breed. It's people who simply breed heroes. It's people who might do arenas or do the DFK duels. And there's different ways you can play the game. You don't just have to buy heroes, quest, and then sell off your quest. You can quest items. You can actually hold these items and watch them appreciate, or you can craft potions and much, much more. So now the broad crypto market is falling across the board, as practically all assets or crypto assets are correlated with Bitcoin, but the Gaia's Tears token is bucking this trend. Instead of falling like the rest, is rocketing. This is the first time that the DFK economy is getting diverse enough to march to its own beat, regardless of how the broad crypto market is doing. Most people don't realize it, but this is a big deal. And that's why I was telling people, even in this bear market, we saw Tiers explode like that, up more than 100%. And a lot of cryptos are not doing it. So really, if you were a whale, or even you don't even necessarily have to be a whale, but if you had a lot of Tiers dating back to Serendale 1.0 and you transferred them over to DFK chain, or if you are on the Claim blockchain as well, you had a lot of tiers. I know me personally, I haven't done a lot of summoning, so I just had a lot of tiers just sitting in that bag, and I did convert some of them to Jewel. So granted, it's still early as liquidity in the DFK markets is low, especially in a bear market, but it is nonetheless encouraging to see properties in the DFK economy, which points an increasingly diverse and complex ecosystem. And that's how I believe eventually, it's going to be its own economy. We're going to see, billions of dollars in this economy, and we're going to actually have online world where people have different jobs and they have different strategies on how they want to make money in the DFK ecosystem. So there's only one other game that has achieved this feat, and that's EVE Online. It's one of the few only games that continue to exist and grow 20 years after launch. So Axie Infinity pioneered the play to earn concept, making money by playing a game of what is essentially chess. DFK is now poised to take this to the next level, making money by participating in the complex in-game economy with various different incentives. So now that's a compelling GameFi narrative, if I say. So, like I said, I believe in the future we're gonna have a real online economy. That's just what I'm dreaming about. That's my I would say my opinion. In the future, it will be an online economy with billions of dollars on this blockchain, on multiple across multiple blockchains, where you can pick and choose your role or how you want to strategize in the game and what you want to do with it. So that comes back to it. If DFK hits $100, all you need is 10,000 jewel to become a millionaire. So all you need is 10,000 jewel to become a millionaire. And I do believe, it might not happen soon, but it will happen in the future. I do, in my honest opinion, I do believe DFK can hit $100 in a great bull market. So that's my video. Let me know how much jewel you think you should hold in order to become a millionaire, because we still in this bear market. We just having fun right now in the bear market. You gotta be patient because we know the bull market will come back around. We don't know when, but you gotta be prepared for it when it comes, because you don't want to be buying a jewel in the bull market. You want to kind of dollar cost average in the bear market and watch it grow once we hit that bull full running. So that's my video for today, Crypto Tro. If I added value, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm out of here.